you. I've been looking forward to being with you. Let me get my little ducky blanket. I'm chilly. I'm feeling a little better, and thank you all for your beautiful TLC. I am very far behind on emails, so if you've emailed me, please bear with me as I wrap up like a burrito. I have some very seriously bad news. We have another victim missing. I have not seen another fellow creator aware of this, to the point that they're actually making a broadcast about this individual. And so perhaps I'm the first. I've got their missing poster. Okay. So I had to make it. And so I just grabbed paper. So you can see it's a missing alert. So I don't know what kind of alert you need to make on your phone to help me out on finding this person. But there's someone you know. You know this person. You know this person. You love this person. And they are missing. They're gone. And I'm crying at night because I'm like, where are they? So I want to introduce them. To me, they happen to be a child very near and dear to me. To you, perhaps, are your brother or your sister. In this case, it's the name is her name in my life is Justice. So she's missing. She was last seen wearing this robe of integrity, honor, and truth. Okay, so make sure when you do your poster, you list out what she was last wearing. All right. She carries a torch with her. So last time she was seen, she had a torch. Rumor has it that this could be related to freedom. Just take it with what you need. The other thing she was seen with that could be very important to the crime itself, like could be a clue, is she was last seen holding a scale. I don't know if it's drug related or what, or legal, but it had these scales of balancing out something and making it fair and right. Whether or not, the scale symbolizes maybe inequality when it's like this and showing that it needs to come back into balance. I'm not sure if it was like a cry for help, but she was last seen holding this giant scale out in front of her. Last seen, where is she? I've heard rumors the last time that Justice was seen was quite a while ago. So this hasn't been reported missing and till today, really. If you want to contact someone, so if you see something, say something, right? So on the missing poster, I've spelled it out for you, and it is, you just call a number, and this is the phone number you're going to call when you find Justice or you see something, you say something, okay? This is my sister, Lady Justice, and it says Justice for, okay, so you dial 1, Justice for the people, if found. But you don't have to do the if found part, okay? So when you're dialing, you're going to have to do a 1, then Justice for the people. This is just the county, okay? Welcome to 1111 Tarot. I am Mama D, and there is got to be humor in everything that we do, because if we took this for its bare minimum, the injustice I'm about to talk about will leave you with your jaw on the floor. You will be fuming. And it's almost as if they took the truthers and they put us in a campfire circle where we were all like telling our stories and sharing our truths and working on it. And they're throwing it all at us at once. So like, here's another bomb. Here's another bomb. And we're like, where are these mortars coming from? And we can either get really, really mad and take a stance and put the record button on our phone and start talking out, or to protect our own family, or whatever your reason is, whatever their reason is, tail it away from you and just get on with your life, because you can ignore it. You can be like, there's no injustice. I mean, honestly, it might cost me a little bit of money, like my job, if I was a whistleblower. I'm just saying, I got a family to feed. You can be there. Go ahead. Get in that wagon. I'm not on that wagon. I'm not on that wagon. I worked at a nursing home, and I did for a year. And I kept reporting the facility for all the bad things that were going on. Oh, they pulled so much shit. My last check was $0. I had put in over 100 hours, but it was $0 because there was deduction after deduction after deduction. But I whistleblowed the place to hell, and I went way up to the ranks, and I went into the place, and I talked to the CEO of the place, and I told him, you can do whatever you want. I will not go down without this place being known and charged with something related to these situations. I have many stories because from when I was a little bitty girl, I've been a whistleblower. I am a tattletale. I believe it needs to be on the damn table. And if you hide something from me, I'm like a 4-year-old, and I'm like, what did you put in the spinach? Can you see me at 4? This is how I was. Why does the spinach taste funny? I'm not going to eat something unless I know what's in it. Eat your food. Okay? You're not going to force feed me at 4 years old. You're not going to force feed me at 55 years old. This injustice. Because this is bullshit. You are a sheriff of a major investigation of one of the most beautiful, humble children that is missing at this time, Summer Moon Utah Wells. She was 5 years old. You aren't a lead investigator. You are the sheriff. You have went on in front of national news and stated that there's no more of a drug problem in Hawkins County than anywhere else. Blatant lies. If we were to take the United States and we just put a dot on the map for every registered sex offender, okay? And I'm not going to say letters. I want awareness spread. I've had enough of this little, oh, I'm going to say it this way or that way. Registered sexual offender. This is an awareness educational program. I dare you to challenge that. Because if we are going to talk about it, we cannot hide behind shit anymore. Your son was charged out of the blue, so it's all been hidden from all media. Your son has been charged and pled guilty to not only a sexual offense, but aggravated sexual offense with innuendos and rumors that is related to minor. And you're handling this little 5-year-old girl where everybody worried about being trafficked. This is a moment of silence for Summer. Where was your son on June 15th, 2021? We, the people, demand a full investigation into his whereabouts. We demand an alibi. All fellow creators, please demand this with me. Please join me verbally in expressing that we want an alibi for Sheriff Lawson's son. Oh, 20 years sentenced. A fifth of your life if you live to be 100. But guess what? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And if you got a sheriff daddy, you've got a lot of good luck. A lot. See, you can juggle. I can't juggle. It's called nepotism. Look it up. Nepotism. Nepotism. Very crucial word. Word of the day. Nepotism. My daddy's the sheriff, and I only have to put in 1 year. And I'm free to do it again and again and again. Yeah. So my sister Justice is missing. I want posters made. I would like somebody to love me enough to build me something that I can throw out there on the community board about my sister. I'm in too much grief, and honestly, my health isn't that great, so I need something better than this, and I will share your poster over and over again. We'll get all the true crime creators on board that are interested in helping me find my sister Justice, because if I knew the last time I saw her, it would help. I've been looking for her for a long time, but I'm tired of looking for her and not really saying her name out there, you know. So she might be, okay, last time I heard, she was seen with a group of children. All right. Now, I know that for a fact. I remember now because it's been years. She was seen with Michael Vaughn. She was seen with Summer Wells. And she's going to get found again. Yeah. Hello, Muffin Top. How are you, my beautiful? Hi, Priestess. Marie TJ probably did all kinds of blop, blop, bleep, bleep before caught where he couldn't get out. Can you imagine going from 20 years of your life being taken away to being told you only got to do 1 year? What a reward. You must have done something really, really good to get such karma. You want me to tell you the rest, or should we just end it now? I mean, I hope to gosh that I'm not going to ruin your meal. But he gets to serve it in his daddy's jail, allegedly, from what I've heard. I mean, I did spill my true crime tea on my shirt today, so I'm going to spill the true crime tea with you. Whisper has it he's going to be in his daddy's own jail for that year. Rent-free. Free meals. A workout gym. For sexually assaulting in a battery situation. Gina's World, did he make a deal to tell on others? Well, where are the others getting arrested? Because we just saw a slew of them get arrested, and they had Lawson in those names. Lawson. I did a whole video on that. And I'm not real good at going and getting my old videos and connecting them. So I will ask a mod if they can do that. We have that one where the thumbnail shows all the different charges and everything, and it says Lawson. If you could do that, I will literally pin your post for me. That would be great. I need a little bit of help on some of the stuff to help people out. So, and that's just a review. That's just showing the document and being like, look how many people got arrested for drugs. And it was a Lawson this and Lawson this and this Lawson and that Lawson. It was like 5 in a row. And they got out in 20 years. And they were supposed to serve 15. Something like that. I can't remember exactly. Jay Stewart, 3 hots and a cot. 3 hots and a cot. Think about that. Think about what message that is sending to the victims' families, to us, the people that are trying to find missing children in that county. I'm just letting that stew. You can do whatever you want if you are a Lawson, because you will serve a minute 20th, and you will have privilege. And that leaves the scales for my sister very imbalanced, and that's not allowed. So we're going to bring them scales just like this, right? So I'm going to make an allegation. I think Sheriff Lawson is the one that kidnapped my sister Justice. I think he's the one. Remember I told you my sister was around all these kids? Well, look at his kid. Look how his kid's doing. Could this possibly be a legal conflict of interest with a son that is a registered SO now, pled guilty, and you're over here looking into trafficking cases, and he's in your jail? Where are the lines drawn to nepotism? Why are the lines so not clear? You ever been to a school or heard of a school where everybody's related, and the ones that are poor, that aren't claimed or not related, basically being bullied and treated like crap? Well, where do you think that attitude comes from? The wrong side of the track or the right side of the track? Poor people do not have the advantages, and it creates two types of people. It creates an empath that wants to do better, that's always generous and giving. And it creates a narcissist that wants to get back at the rich and treat them the way that they've been made to feel, and creates a monster. On the rich side of things, you have the entitlement. Somebody that's had so much money that they no longer are reality-based, because there is nothing to wake up for, because nothing changes. You can have it all. Let's just pay it out. It'll go away. And on the other side, you have that very rare individual like Princess Diana that takes all their money and invests it into cancer children and goes around and tries to make a difference with their life. And they are so rare. And so on both sides of the coin, you have Lady Justice scales. And right now, both scales are tipping. And we're sitting at this position, which to me could mean loser. We're on the losing side. But are we? Are we really? Because aren't you seeing more and more random people pick their phone up like J-Rod, hit that record button, and get that out there? And it's building. The momentum is building. We're speaking from our heart. You don't have to have a $5 million camera. I have 3 ring lights, and I sit in a little tiny office. This was gifted by the people that do this with me, my 1111 family. I hung it up. It's a painted wall. This is an old wooden table, which I do have the money for a desk. I just haven't decided on what desk I want, and that was donated by Rhonda. Thank you. I am gifted every single day of my life to do the passion to help the missing people by you guys. And I value that so much. But when I literally tell you that we have so much to talk about, I got to find my paper. Okay. I want to talk about Lawson's son. I'm coming over to chat. I'm just going to back it up a little bit. Michelle Vokey says, I can't help but wonder why Don Wells and Ronnie Lawson have secrets. Why would Don Wells defend the police so much? That's a great question. I mean, he is sitting in prison. Fear? That's a good question. Super Sherliz 420. How about this? I guarantee he won't be sitting in jail. Big fat 0 on the time. Muffin Top, you said it all. Muffin Top says, we know the Truckee way. We also know the Hawken County way. Gina's World says, no wonder Don and Candace felt so secure. Lawson showing up at Don's court case for DUI, speaking with him. Hey, Donna, how are you, my lovely? Hey, Bubsy and Amy, Fairy Dust 101. Gina's World says, we have to bring light to this, and the sentences these sickos are getting. Corruption runs deep. Hey, Mim Jean, good to see you. Can I do a reading on him? Are you talking about Brandon? I think we should, but I have some stuff to talk to you about. We'll do a reading on him. Maybe. We'll see. Might need to be a new program. We'll see how far this gets. I'm telling you, the stuff I have on this paper is mind-blowing. So I want to do a reading on him really bad. My energy is only at about 60%. I'm a battery, and I'm not charged up yet. So it would be just a few cards if we do. All right. Interior Family Studios is like, yes. Everybody's like, yes, let's do it. Okay, well, we'll see, you guys. Hey, Gypsy Rose, good to see you, lovely. Justin for Aaron. All right, you guys, so I need to move forward. So there was a presser release today on little baby Q, Quinton Simons. The police and investigators, as well as the FBI, have pinpointed a specific location in a specific landfill in the area that's not that far from the home that they said evidence has led them to. They are not going to arrest Leilani, the mother of Quinton, without having something securing that she won't slip out from under them. They want this done proper. They're not going to hurry. We are not in a race. This child has already passed. We're going to do this by the book, and we're going to do this basically to the T. And they're going to work off the situation to get justice. I'm concerned because they don't see her as a flight risk, and I personally do. And we know that Brian Laundrie's mom fooled the FBI. So when you've got somebody that's got black demon eyes on their little meme, and they're like, I'm the bad guy, na, and their child, you know what? What? Hear what someone tells you when they say it. A broken-hearted person's going to get on there with memes and be like, I'm never going to love again. And you get their feel. You're like, oh, I get it. They're a jilted lover. They've been burned to the core. Well, she's on there with black eyes singing, you know, I'm the bad guy. Duh. So there's not going to be a hurry in this. This is going to be a lengthy investigation to find Quinton. And so, as much as I give you hats off for being on site and trying to bring us news to those fellow creators that went boots on the ground there, and the drama that fell in there, whatever it may be. And I've seen some of the drama go down. I will tell y'all, if you're going to have that kind of drama, make sure there's a camera pointed at it so we can at least watch, because what we saw was the ground. Duh. So, as heartbreaking as it is that we all truly have the understanding that there is not a rush to find Quinton, because little 20-month-old Quinton is presumed dead by those that are investigating the crime. And it is also been stated that by the investigators during the presser that they suspect that she took this child to a specific dumpster, and they name the word dumpster, and that she deposited him there, and then that dumpster was relocated to this landfill. Now, rumor has it, as I spill the true crime tea, there is cameras on inside the home that alert if the door's open. So how would you not know that the child wandered out, Leilani? But allegedly, whisper has it, rumor, that the camera triggered on around somewhere around 3 a.m. and that the door was seen open or noted open. Unclear on if it's visual or just a message. And then closed around 5. The pool is 8 feet out the door that opened and closed at 5. Then we have 5:30, half hour later, babysitter gets a call. Kids aren't coming to you. With the boyfriend saying, I saw him 6:30 in his play pack. And then the boyfriend, skittles, boom, gone. Now, there was a custody hearing for the kids, and from my understanding, the children were removed from the home. And I'm not going to discuss where they went. That's not my business as long as they're safe. So that's on that case. And what are you guys feeling? I mean, it's like the Boswell case. It's like the Anthony case. It's like breaking my heart. We've all, if you've been able to like sit through the little giggle of that baby, you feel like prime evil just entered in the room when flashes of thinking of this child gone. The fact the pool is there makes me wonder, are we simply looking at a child that drowned in the pool, and because Leilani had drug problems and kid problems, and she didn't want to lose the other children, if she wrapped him up in a sheet and blanket and got rid of him in that dumpster? That's what I feel. I feel it in my core. I feel like the little baby drowned. And I feel like Leilani probably wasn't the one that got up. I don't see her lazy butt getting up. I personally feel, and I could be wrong, this is just my opinion, that boyfriend Billy Buck there that wants to learn to rap was the one when he got up for work that found the door open and saw that baby drowned. I think he picked that baby up by the back of his sleeper and went and laid that baby in that crib and covered that baby up. And then that's why He was seen later looking real slow as if he was setting it up. You see me looking, make sure. I know that babysitter's outside seeing her husband off to work. I know the babysitter's outside seeing her son off to work. She'll see me, I'll creep down, so that'll give me that alibi. And I think Leilani got up. That baby was dead. And she freaked out wanting to keep those other kids. And I think she took that whole wet blankets and all and put that baby in that dumpster. And that's what I really do think. But it's all going to come out in the wash because they're not going to let go of this. So, Miranto, I don't know how she was able to keep any of the children because she tested positive for drugs at delivery of babies. In my state, the children would have been taken at birth. Amen. Pass the butter, as they should be. I mean, the laws need to change in these little states like this about the fact that, you know, you're not going to be like, okay, the parent has no brakes in the car. Well, they're just going to grandma's. Buckle up. Whiskey Boots 19 says, in my opinion, overdose. What is that a link to, Inferior? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just never seen it up like that before. I'm like, I don't even know that. Muffin Top, thank you guys for always posting the links. If you guys are into holistic healing or doing journaling or just want your own notebook to take some notes, you know, these are all things you can find at our shop. It is at www.1111moon.com. A lot of good stuff. All right, you guys. Hey, Daniel, good to see you. I am slow on emails because I'm not feeling good. So, all right. So I need to move on or we're going to be here 5 hours. Harmony Montgomery. All right. So it was so interesting to me. I kept telling y'all I was getting the Harmony card, the Harmony card, the Harmony card. If you go back and review all my readings, where do I tell you and what do you hear me say? That Harmony was thrown in the trash by Daddy and is in a landfill. And then Quinton Simons popped up. And we get that story that he's in a landfill. And I'm like, Harmony's trying to tell us she is as well. And she's under 2 years worth of garbage, more than that now. So if you're wondering where Harmony is, she's trying to tell us. That's just my opinion. All right. Big one I need to address personally. AWP. All right. So someone very, very important to me as one of our 11 family members is very disappointed in me because of me pulling back my support from AWP and sympathizing with the haters. I am not a hater. But I'm going to tell you, I will not apologize for how I am. Because there is no amount of excuse to hide the truth. I don't care if you fear your job. My family, I've been a single mother with young children, and I've still been the whistleblower. Because if you don't, then you're as guilty as the people that won't speak up because you're afraid. So you have to remember, if truth is being hidden, I will fight on the side of truth, regardless of who you are. I will not apologize. You invested in it, then you shall remain. You do not come into my world, rattle my cage, and then when you got me all like, what's going on? Why is the cage rattling? What's going on? Walk away with no explanation. I will follow you. And I will get to the bottom of why you did that. I'm a truth seeker and I am a truth speaker. And I will not allow excuse in the injustice of innocence at all. And I'm very happy to tell you that the universe is pretty much neutral as well and unbiased. So, unless it's a legal gag order, bar none, is the only way that I can let it go. I want to know why that would even occur. Why bring me information? And then before it's even decided, say, we're going to see how the law does. Because if you are going to go in and find all these lost victims, you're going to be working with law all the time. And if you're going to kiss the law's ass to keep them happy, then there's no point in me backing that. But to have the backbone to stand up for the people and the innocent lives and speak the truth. And be honest, be like, we don't know if this guy's full of shit or not, but here's a guy that wants to come on camera and share what he knows. And let us judge that guy. Just saying. So I have addressed that for the final and last time. 4 men with bikes. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm spilling the true crime tea right now. 4 men with bikes found dismembered, all in the, and I can't say it properly, the Montgomery River. I don't say it right. All right. So what? So 4 men don't go outside and get on motorcycles. They get on bicycles. These look like heavy duty, like macho construction worker guys, right? They go get on their bicycles, 4 of them. They go on a bike ride and they're reported missing. Now they found something that was protruding through the top of the river slime. And this person they called it in. Turned out to be body parts all over this river. And all 4 men's body parts with gunshots are being found in this river. What? Instantaneous. I was like, these guys were going to steal a car. Later, I find out 2 days later, a day later, something like that. I heard yesterday that there was a 5th guy allegedly. Whisper has it as I spill the true crime tea here. Whisper has it there was supposed to be a 5th guy that was in this group of 4 guys, and they were going to pull off the heist of a lifetime. Want more? Or are you done with that? There's a junkyard, a salvage yard real close, and there might be a connection to the salvage yard. And I'm like, what? Okay. Danny, the men were on bikes because they were intended to rob someone or something. Yeah, that's what I got right away too. I felt like they were going to steal cars. I don't know why. I felt like they were going to steal a really good automobile, or each of them was going to get an automobile or something, and they were going to go part it somewhere or something. I could be totally wrong. In Oklahoma, they arrested a person of interest in Florida. Is that the case we're talking about? That is not a heist of a lifetime. I know. Can't touch this. I know. Stealing a car is not the heist of a lifetime. I don't know. I'm just telling you 2 ends of it. Like what I thought first, and then later the person said that. I just thought it was weird because immediately when I heard they went out on bikes, my little belly did the whole, what are they up to? Because that don't sound good. Like it sounds like they're going to steal, right? I don't know. That's what I got. And then this person come along and said that yesterday. So it makes me even go, what would that be? The heist of a lifetime that you could pull off on a bike. I mean, are we talking whoever it was, did they meet their maker? Because what was there in the area that would be a heist of a lifetime that you, I mean, my mind's kind of like hung up on the whole, I'm going to use a bike as a getaway with a heist of a lifetime. I mean, I don't think these are scientists where they're going to break in and get the computer code and be like, da 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 da. I mean, they're going to do something that's physical. Feels to me like it would be something physical they'd get their hands on. What is it? Is it a phone that has account numbers? I don't know. Priestess Mary, TJ, did the junkyard dog get him? Oh my God. The shotguns got him, but that could have set everything off, right? Right, Daniel? Something worth killing over. What is this? And how do you kill 4 guys? I mean, what do you do? Go, as soon as you shoot one, isn't by the time you get to the 4th one, isn't he either long gone or jumped your butt? So you would have had to been like, you over there, lock yourself up, put those handcuffs on, or a zip tie on. Put that zip tie on. You're over here at this stall. You're over here at this stall, right? Ugh. What owner? Person of interest owned salvage yards what was arrested for stolen car from Oklahoma and Florida. I told you, stolen car. Y'all were making fun of me. I'm just saying I felt like it was a car deal, and I don't know why. Shot them all ASAP, like, without them even knowing, maybe. Maybe it was like picking them off the bikes. It does feel cartelish, Muffin Top, right? Okay, Karma Libra says he also had a warrant for a shooting in 2012 in Oklahoma as well. Wow. Okay. Sylvia Smith says most owners of property like that would have shot them, but dismemberment is not something I can see them doing. Yeah, that sounds cartelish, drug-like, or like drug car. I don't know. All right, you guys, there's so much more. I've got to keep rolling. I love you guys, but this is a spilling of the tea true crime special. All right. So on the 20th of October, that's right, 2 days from the day that I'm recording this, Keegan Kline has pre-trial for all of that nasty child pornography. Now, he's not going to be doing trial until 2023. It's just been like put off and put off. Allegedly, he has confessed to somehow being connected to the Delphi murderers of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. What do you feel on that? Do you think Keegan Kline, he would have been like, what, 21? And we've got all these images of BG guy. Is that Tony Kline? What are your feelings? I feel like, I don't know, like there's, what are your feelings? Do you feel like Keegan Kline and Tony Kline are the ones? Or do you feel like they're just trying to make it fit, make the shoe fit? What are your thoughts? Allegedly, the FBI in the Delphi case corrupted the video that would have proved Keegan Kline and Tony Kline were actually in Delphi the day of the murder at a gas station rather than in Las Vegas, and knew that. The whole time. What in the world? Them poor girls, Abby and Libby, they were seen with my sister Justice too. And they're all missing, out. All missing out. You feel like the killer is dead, can't touch this? You feel like it could be Ron Logan, maybe. Priestess Marie TJ says, I think they've known from the beginning. Muffin Top says, I believe whoever did this was closer to Libby, allegedly. Perry Art 420 in the AM, the old man that died really makes me feel Bridge Guy. I believe he had the help of Klein. I felt that Ron Logan had a part of it from the very get-go, and I also feel like there are things buried on Ron Logan's property. So one day when it first came out that they were looking in the Wabash River behind Klein's, Keegan's place, that river back there, I didn't catch the name of the river real quick. I was like, they're going to find it, which they did find a loaded gun back there in the Wabash. I don't know if it was affiliated with the Kleins yet or not. I haven't heard. But I was hoping to God they were digging on Ron Logan's property. All right, you guys. Let's continue as if it couldn't get weirder. 3 more things to talk about. Okay, Stockton serial killer allegedly has been arrested. I say allegedly because I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't feel he is a serial killer right now. Maybe after I get more of his energy and understand it all, maybe I'll be able to be like, yep, that's him. But right now I'm like, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. The guy I feel is taller. He is much taller. He is much thinner. I'm telling you the energy I feel. He is much more of a loner, not married. Well, maybe married, but I don't know. I feel weird. So I'm just not going to touch that. We're going to wait and see. I hope that it is true. I pray that it is true that this sick man is the right one that they've caught. And spilling the tea a little bit more, rumor has it, they're finding out that there are way more deaths in tow connected. So there's going to be a lot more coming out about all of that. California is a hot spot right now. I mean, it really is. Jalissa, California. Kylie Rodney, California. Stockton Killer, California. Bakersfield Kids, Classic and Sincere, California. All right, so here we go. Gabby and Brian, or Lion Brondry as I call him, new old footage that they've had the whole time. They're just now, and why now? Why is that coming out? They're shopping together in the store and they completely separate. And then hours later, she's murdered. And allegedly, it's after the Mary Piglets that they go grocery shopping. And is it just me, or does that van look like it's way too short for Gabby and Brian's van? But yet that is Brian Laundrie's duck feet walking around in them flip-flops all over the place. And, you know, did he have it already in his head when he's in the supermarket what he was going to do? Was he thinking to himself, yeah, go ahead, buy all the food you're never going to eat? I mean, what was going through his head? Or was it like they were fuming still and that's why they separated? I don't know. I had a lot of weird, like, it felt weird watching it. But why has it come out now? Like, is it because of the Lifetime show where they went and done their own movie scenario of what could have taken place? Which I think they just watched my reading and hired people and put it together. But whatever. It is bizarre timing, Daniel. I think it's them. I do too. I do too. Bizarre timing. I think he knew all along once she was keeping away. Aw, thank you, Gypsy Rose. Thank you. Truth for us, how you ever thought that this is a crisis story? Meaning not true? How you ever thought, have you, I can't read, the cough syrup's got me, and normally I have to focus anyway because I have dyslexia, so just give me a minute. Have you ever thought this is a crisis story, meaning not true? Yeah, I've started to wonder if, like, we're being given things that distract us. And not just crisis acting, but actually sacrifices that are taking place. Like they really do have a victim, but they're going to do it their way. So they're like, all right, let's roll the dice. Let's see who it is today. Okay, this is this one. I'm going to say something really, really bizarre. And y'all aren't going to like it. But what are the blood types of all these children? Are they O negative? I got to say it. I ain't going to keep my mouth shut. You know, blonde hair, blue eyed little kids all over the place. Kylie, Gabby, Michael, Harmony, Summer. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Are you ready? Okay, that's a good point, Sylvia Smith. I'm sure the video was in evidence and has hence been returned to the owner, and they had someone interested in purchasing it, is why it's out now. Truth. Daniel says Gabby grew up close by me. I actually went to the library to check out a real yearbook. Wow. Okay, here we go. One last one. Crystal Rogers. Now, if you're not familiar with this case, it's because it happened about 7 years ago. She is the mother of 5. She went missing, and there's so much nefarious bullcrap revolving around this one little asshole. The guy she was with at the time, it's so bad, y'all. His girlfriend even stole her missing poster signs and was ripping them down and got charged to keep her. Anyway, the FBI is in her area, Crystal Rogers. FBI is in the area and digging and searching. So let's send some positive energy on hopes that something is found. Okay. Wow. Almost an hour's worth of news. Priestess Marie TJ says Crystal Rogers is a case near me. Joyful, do not tell people your blood type. Do not volunteer that ever. Protect yourself. O negative blood is very sought after because it is the only blood that is guaranteed to work for every human on the planet, and it is given to newborns when they are premature or need an immune boost. O negative blood is also used to help AIDS patients recover and live a more sustained, healthy life with an immune system. O negative blood naturally heals itself and is a healing blood. At wartime, O negative blood was highly, highly sought after. It was considered more valuable than the price of gold because it was life in a bag. A bag of O negative blood out on the war battlefield where you didn't have to know what blood type this soldier was and you could save his life was priceless. So never give your blood type out. That is highly not recommended. You don't know who's looking for the attributes and the gifts that come with O negative blood. I know they have a database. To me, that's why there is Ancestry.com to get you to send your DNA in so they can be like, okay, there's the O negatives right there. Those are the Rh factor. And if you really understood blood itself and how O negative defies science, in the fact that there are no alleles, no jello mold to keep its shape, it just mysteriously is pure liquid and it just holds the natural shape of a cell, that science cannot duplicate it. The only known blood that cannot be duplicated in any way, shape, or form, no matter how much money you got, is O negative. And the elites want that blood because they want that blood in theirs. At one time, all of our presidents were considered Rh negative, O negative blood. Royalty has O negative blood. Poverty has O negative blood. But allegedly, the presidency in the United States was infiltrated by people that don't have Rh negative blood, which I don't know why they had to have it to be the president, but this is spilling the tea. Here we go. So then there was this big thing at JFK point because he was the last Rh negative president, I guess. And whatever, okay? Take it for whatever. Now, if you look at China, they'll come right out and say, if you have O negative blood, you're hired immediately because you have a healthier immune system and you're sick less frequently. You have less chance of getting any form of cancer. These are all scientifically proven. And the Chinese people literally have found out that COVID works like malaria. It works on the same form of disease. And O negative people are seriously immune to malaria. The mosquito biting disease, we're immune to it. Can't get it. It's the truth. So then you look at COVID and O negative people, we don't get COVID really. We get very mild symptom for a very short time and we're over it. But we have respiratory. O negative people have more respiratory issues and more stomach issues. They're acid in their tummy. So when you go to your doctor and they don't ask your blood type, I'm always freaked out that they don't know our blood type. How do they know how to treat us? Because if you have an A blood type, you may require a completely different service than an O negative person. I mean, think about it. Our pH is different in our body naturally. If you take an O negative person, their blood type is going to be around 6.7, 6.8. The highest you're going to see is a 6.9. They're not naturally a 7.0, which is alkaline. But yeah, you get all these people pushing alkaline diets on people, and it's like, you don't even know my blood type, lady. You don't know what my body needs. Get on with yourself. Yes, the plasma center will jump through hoops to get my blood. Oh, yeah. It gets really crazy. I'm like really into blood work and understanding it because I believe it has a lot to do with blood as to who gets targeted in the world. I really do. I think there are children that are targeted. I do. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Yes, Daniel, you're right. If they don't know your blood type, they'll give you O. O blood will save a life. O negative really helps a lot because it's more intensified, but O works too. Just any kind of O blood. I know this triggers some people, but I absolutely refuse to stay quiet. It needs to be known. I agree, Interior. I agree. Weird, right? Okay, my lovelies. Oh, wow. Tracy with an I used to be a phlebotomist at the Plasma Center. Thank you. Then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't donate blood at this time either because I don't leave my house hardly ever. That's right. Dr. Fletcher says it, or D.E. Fletcher. I said doctor. We either open our eyes or go back to sleep for who knows how long, right? You are so welcome, Muffin Top. Right. I will not give you my DNA. You don't need to know my business, right? I don't give that away for free. Who knows? Maybe Ancestry.com is just where they can plant your DNA anytime at any crime in the future. Just to make you be like some, oh, you are a terrorist. Here's your DNA. We found it at this place. And you were like, I've never even been to India. And they're like, well, your DNA is there. Prove you weren't there. Yeah, it depends. All right, really, there are many types of rare blood. There really are. Because it's not, there's all different kinds of levels of blood. You guys are thinking, there's A, B, and O, but there's really other different, it gets crazy. So, like, if you have two O negative parents and then you're born O negative, you actually have null blood, NULL blood. That's very, 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 very rare. All right, my lovelies. B Rando, good to see you. Tracy with an I, Queen Scarp, Double Rainbows, I love you. We have to talk about it. If it triggers you, I apologize. Take a breather, come back when we're not talking about that part, right? Okay. I love you. To the moon and back. God bless you. We will do readings soon. I just got to get past my bronchitis. I got to get more charged where I'm not at 60%, right? Where I'm more like at 80%. Then we can do all kinds of fun stuff again together. In the meantime, I'm playing Minecraft, y'all, and I'm dedicating it to Monkey. So I changed my world to dedicate it to Milo Michael Vaughn. And I have a cute world. The link is down below if you want to just watch. I just come on there live and I just build random stuff. So I have a whole castle built. I have a farm, like Farmville part. I have a boat. I have the ocean. I've got train running through there for him now. I'm all doing it where you have to like go chop down the wood to get the piece of wood to build that. But anyway, I'm building him. I found a mountaintop for Michael Vaughn. Okay. And it's at the top of my world right now on the little island I'm on. And he can overlook everything I've built, from my horse barn to my gardens to my panda sanctuary. Excuse me. And I got a little sign up dedicated to Michael Vaughn, aka Monkey. I'm playing Minecraft with him spiritually. I'm being my little kid while I'm sick. It is time for me to go. But check me out. It's nothing special. Sometimes the screen is blurry because it pixelates because I don't have high-end equipment. Sometimes it's real clear. Depends on if I have a good torch and lit the area up. But it's me transmuting the energy and enjoying something that Michael would have enjoyed. When I'm done building Michael's home, which is going to overlook everything, I'm going to build the most beautiful treehouse on Minecraft ever for summer. And I'm going to have a swing hang down that the little character can sit in, right? So, but yeah, if you're bored and you're like, I want to check it out, jump over, check me out. I'm going to get a drink. I will see you on the flip side of things. I mean, that was spilling the true crime tea, right? What a special. So look for my sister, Lady Justice. I love you. To the moon and back. God bless you and namaste. Make your day count. Till next time. Bye for now.